everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. We are continuing on in the fourth case, Turnabout Reminiscence. Alright.
Objection!
Oh, I forgot her voice is so weird. I'm not a fan of the voice actress they chose. Like, she sounds too old or something. I don't know. Oh well, at least we don't have to hear it too much. But look at you, Judgy! You're walking, and you're not in the courtroom. It's so weird. He's breathing heavy. Oh, Judge, look at you, bro. You're tall. Well, not really that tall, but still, you're a little taller than Calisto, so you're not super short, but you're not tall either. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Every time I see this, I'm like, whoa. Judgy, you look almost buff for some reason? I don't know. Maybe under those robes he's like like the typical anime old man who's like secretly really buff.
What the heck's up with you, pal?
Mr. Bad, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest. Hey, I was just joking about that a few episodes back, wasn't I? Oh shit. I mean, Phoenix isn't here to defend him, but still, no, Gumshoe, don't get yourself in trouble, buddy, no.
What? Your joke is screwing me over, Binks, damn it!
I'm sorry, Gumshoe, I'm sorry. The stomping his foot is really funny. What's the meaning of this? Huh. Looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates. Don't you dare. That detective claims he was there, standing in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie. Ugh. Miss Yew, I ask that you please explain that last statement. I'll let His Honor explain it himself. Damn, Judge! You the one throwing Gumshoe under the bus? What a top 10 anime betrayal right there. Holy crap.
I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway.
What?
See, Mr. Bad? So I ask you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie? Oof. Did you go take a dump or something, Gumshoe? Like, what happened, bro?
Gumshoe, did you kill Faraday?
He's like a very disappointed father. He's like, no, my son, what have you done? Aww.
No, Dad, I swear! Of course not, sir!
It would appear that the one who set this whole crime scene up is that detective, which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has just come tumbling down, Miles.
Ugh.
I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle.
Is that statement really a lie?
Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Now, spit out the truth or so help me, I'll smack you.
I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest. I really was there. I was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it!
No. Look at this! Edward doesn't even know him and he's already gonna be defending him. I love it. Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not?
Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy.
Don't tell me what to do, old man.
What was that? Edgeworth's like, never mind. I don't want to die. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly.
Perfection is the only wish for a disciple of Ankarma, after all.
Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something. And what's that? What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about?
State of the hallway would be useful, but like, what would his murder even be? Murder. What would his motive for the murder even be?
I suppose the one thing I'd like clarified is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime. Motive, huh?
Why do you stick out your neck and your eyes bulge out? Dang it, bad. Don't do that. It's so creepy. But I guess he is a little stressed out about what's going on.
Gumshoe, you got a grudge against Faraday or anything?
No, sir, not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir.
Is that a fact?
Oh. Objection. It's almost like an accent, but it's just weird. I don't like it.
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe?
I'm telling you, I am not lying!
Ooh, Gumshoe mad?
The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know.
If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here. Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to flights of fancy, because all I'm interested in is the perfect explanation.
Did you really have to phrase it like that? Flights of fancy. Come on now.
Oh, you're serious, aren't you? Fine, you amuse me, so I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice.
Oh, we going head to head. Alright, girl. Gumshoe's motive.
It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit."
Ooh. Already you got your salary cut? Dang, Edgeworth didn't even have to do nothing. Oh my god.
A brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge.
Is that really enough for murder though? Come on, that's a little weak.
Well, how's that for the perfect explanation?
It's weird because she doesn't seem the type to be worrying about her makeup like that, but I guess they just decided to give her that animation for some reason.
You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I could never hold a grudge.
Quiet. You can't trust anything you say.
No.
Sir, you really hurt my feelings, man.
There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se, but there are some gaps in her logic that need to be filled in. Miss Yew's perfect explanation may not be so perfect after all.
Alright. Okay, was about a week ago. The detective gets chewed out. Okay, stood there super pale.
You just stood there, watching this unfold in front of you. Yeah, I have to say, it was really enjoyable too. I like seeing men squirm. But that's why, when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier, I knew to steer clear of him.
No way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face. Other than this tape, I guess.
But you do!
Huh? What if I got stuck on my face?
Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth. Oh, and those ridiculous eyebrows.
Huh? What's wrong with my eyebrows?
Oh man, messing with your head is just too much fun. This woman is very strange, but okay. Miss Yew, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Sure, why not? Alright, that's reason enough for a garage. To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that. I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that a common practice? Only in this world, I think? Like, in the real world, I don't think that's a thing. I hope that's not a thing. Like, what the frick, you know?
Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too? How dare you!
I suppose I did.
It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. My father can even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his fingers.
Do you think maybe that's reason enough for detectives to hate you people? No comment. Well, I guess they really shouldn't cut people's pay. Makes them a big target, you know? Detective Bud, don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier. Oof, that's why you're still wearing the same raggedy coat, isn't it? You poor man. How's that for the perfect explanation? It's not perfect, girl, it's weak. You call your explanation perfect? Is it not to your liking? Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards. Oh? Is there something you want me to clarify in that case? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? I mean, it's weak as hell, but do we have any evidence? I don't know. Like, it feels off, but I feel like we have to do something, so I guess we'll raise an objection. I don't really remember what to do at this point, but we'll see. Alright, if you could clear this one thing up for me. Okay, motive for killing Mr. Rel is pretty good. How Faraday was killed? No, I think it's just the motive for killing Mr. Rel. I understand Detective Gumshoe's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Rel? His motive for killing Rel? Like I would know. If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred. Wouldn't you agree? Ah, she's not happy. Is there anyone else you might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves? Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea. What? But that's impossible. She must know something. Wait. Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh. Ugh, I didn't even do anything and you're already laughing away. Ridiculous lady. Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway. Oh? Would you care to explain your logic?
And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight. Or is that a requisite trait for being a Von Karma?
Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you shut this rude woman up, or I will do it myself.
I wish you'd both be quiet for just 1 second. Ahem. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids.
Alright. Motive to kill the men.
There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Well. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the 2 men. Mr. Well, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they had killed each other.
That's a little weak still. Like, seriously?
I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? I should take another hard look at the evidence for this morning's case. The second KG-8 incident, as people are calling it, involving an embassy staff member. And the 2 men who both wound up as suspects in the case. Is there someone else I'm overlooking who is somehow related to them?
Okay, with this, I already know. Of course, considering what he just said, there is someone with a motive. And if you look at this, this is talking about Manny Cochin. And here he was there earlier, so let's present this.
Miss Yew, I believe there is someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG-8 incident, and a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right. The very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Rell. And the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG-8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Cochin has no reason at all to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two.
You covered for me, pal.
So this is the moment that Gumshoe truly became loyal to Edgeworth. He's like,
Man, this guy got my back.
you know? He gains his respect.
Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect. Make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony. These are the only things I wish to hold. And then Phoenix Wright eventually, but not right now.
But I didn't do it.
You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of... Uh-oh. You want to investigate Cochin? You'd just be wasting your time. And why is that? Cochin is up in the viewing gallery, watching the trial, or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived.
then the only real suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe.
I suppose so. Dang it.
Ah, no way. Come on, Detective Bad. You gotta believe me, sir. I really was in that hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir.
Okay, and are you saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway?
No, there was no one else, sir.
Then why should I believe you didn't do it?
That is one incredibly foolish detective, standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good as a confession of guilt.
I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if the detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would at the very least offer up, "I spaced out while on duty," or the like. Come on, Gumshoe. Time for your interrogation.
Detective Bad.
Aww, you look so sad.
Miles Edgeworth, I will go on ahead and report this to Papa.
And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone? Ho 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 ho.
No, Judge, you just screwed over Gumshoe. How could you?
Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Before we do, Miss Yew, there is something I'd like to speak with you about.
What is it? She's... Oh god, you even see her giggling. Oh, this woman. Why are you like this, Miss Yew? Who did this to you? Who made you into a weirdo who laughs at every little thing? It's really, really annoying. I guess we can talk to her. It might take a little longer, but we'll talk to her.
So, what did you want to ask me about?
Alright, KG8 incident.
The current case of the murdered Cadopian Embassy staff member. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG8 incident. Only among you law enforcement types. And what about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG8 incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG8 incident. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop with the false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here.
You actually have two legs, hey! Sorry. She probably thought the same thing.
Think you can stop making that ultra serious face in front of me? Ugh. If you could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not going to make any headway like this. I'm just going to have to show her exactly how related to the KG8 incident she is.
Literally related. KG8.
Miss Yew, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG8 incident. That file is your proof? Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KG8 incident?
Through the victim.
Your connection to the KG8 incident is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. Get it? CCU? Sorry. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case?
Although that's kind of racist, bruh. It could be anybody. Another Asian with the last name Yu, you know?
Sorry, but we're not related.
Oh, damn, I'm racist after all. Damn!
Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look in your face. Then I couldn't help but...
This woman's going to give me hemorrhoids. Wait, no, that's something, what's his name would say. Don't want to talk about that. What was his name? Grossberg, yeah. Eugh, Grossberg.
Miss Yew, I ask that you please tell me the truth. Ahem. All right, I'll tell you everything I know.
Ah, sad music now. Her being serious. How rare.
As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister, CCU. As I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Cochin. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. All because of a lack of evidence. Now, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist.
What?
I heard...
Ooh, weird accent there, sorry.
I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Cochin's trial was over. Apparently, a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence.
Ooh.
Then the evidence had been tampered with. Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? Smuggling ring being run out of the Amano group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Cochin out. Turns out, they were in league with each other all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation?
Just to show you, this was 7 years before, like, present time, right? So, it's sad that even after everything that we're seeing right now, that smuggling ring and Mr. Amano were still committing crimes and getting away with it.
I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG-8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know. You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. Why did Mr. Cochin want to meet with you earlier? Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was the defense lawyer on this case after he'd arrived. He figured he should say hi, and one other thing. Looks like you couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad.
What a douche.
What's that supposed to mean? Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face. The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away is kind of creepy.
He deserved it, though.
Ahem. But it's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around, and people in the gallery claimed that he was in his seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate.
She seems like a really jaded and bitter person.
Well, this is about all I know. Sorry, don't have the energy to fake laughing. Guess I wasn't much help, huh? That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life.
Oh, you gave me the energy back. Okay, Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good.
You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we? Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. My hair's already grey. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well. You'll see.
Oh, look at you with your game face on, ready to go.
I'm making no such face.
Did you know?
Laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth. Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time? I'm charged with making sure that all the criminals of this world are found guilty.
Bruh. A whole world? That's a bit much.
I have no need for laughter.
That's actually a really sad thing to say. Don't say that, Edgeworth.
There you go. Making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up.
Man. Poor Edgy. He's going through a lot.
The KG8 incident and this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus, that Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly, this case is far from over. But whether or not that detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, or my name isn't Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, baby Edgeworth. It's so sad. There's a lot of this is really sad. The fact that, you know, he idolizes Von Karma, the fact that he thinks all he can do in this world is punish criminals and be perfect and not laugh. Alright, well, we know things will get better eventually, thanks to Phoenix. And Mia and Maya. But anyway, until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye!